What's up?
It's Bourbon Night. Hello.
Hi.
How was everyone?
Good, I hope.
Yes.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah. We're back.
Especially with that music.
All right. Yeah. Gets you in the
Yeah.
mood. Some quality drinking music right there.
Quality tunes.
Yeah. I gotta change something real quick.
What you gotta change?
Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, okay. Well,
There.
to start off the episode, we're glad to be here. We weren't here last weekend because of the holiday weekend, but Chad will be here next weekend. I won't be here next weekend.
That's correct.
I'll be at a bachelorette party, having a great time. Actually, I'll be coming back from one of those. Maybe not having a great time. Hopefully, no flights are delayed. Keep your fingers crossed for me.
Yeah. But we will still be live. I will be wrangling up a co-host, so no worries there. We will go on.
Some things are in the works.
Yes. And
The show must go on.
Shenanigans. so-
Sarah-less.
Yeah.
Little Sarah will be here. She'll hold down the fort in my stead. She can't roll her eyes at Chad, but she does her best.
She has to literally roll her entire body.
Someone commented recently, they're like, it seems like you're just constantly annoyed with him. I'm like, that's our bit.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You say the dad jokes and I roll my eyes.
It's our
like,
shtick since 2016.
right? It's just our thing.
Who's on first?
We don't mean it.
It's our bit.
It's our bit. It's my character. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not
yeah.
in character. This is me, but it's a
We've-
little bit exaggerated.
We've got 20 whiskeys behind us, and
We can't drink all those in an hour.
The thing I was switching was so I could have this on the still. This is the thumbnail. And actually, it can be 21 because there was a couple others I found afterwards. That's 19 right there. I'm sort of thinking the Four Gate stuff we save for Alive itself.
Yeah, I agree.
We've been wanting to do that 13th Colony for a while, so I vote that we go ahead and do those.
I agree.
But anything else? Anything else you guys want to see? I put the I typed them out in the comments, or not the comments, the description.
The description
of this video, so they should all be down there.
Yeah, I think it's fair to start with the 13th Colony stuff too, because I think it's like 95 proof.
It
Mid to upper 90s,
Yeah.
Which is a good place to start, and it gives you all time to decide of all those things what you want. It's going to be tough to poll exactly, so
Yeah.
there's some votes for the Michters I see, and we'll just have to see. We've got a Green River, see what else comes in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you. I want to do the Four Gates. I mean, having that many of them, I think that they could be on their own. So maybe we save those for their own life. What is it?
You have an eyelash.
Get it. It's good luck, I guess, or something. Ew, did you just lick your
I
finger and
didn't
touch
actually lick it. It's being stubborn. Hold still.
Stop.
I'll get it.
me? No. You're just clawing at my
I
face.
couldn't get it. Maybe I should have licked my finger. Would have stuck then. You're good now.
Okay, thanks. Got it.
So we're still in this setup, so we don't have our big monitor. So it's easier to miss super chat. So if you miss any, keep us honest, folks. But we do have our first one of the evening, and it's from Tiffany, who says, "Where is new small Chad and reject Chad?" Well, Tiffany,
It's the big reveal day.
it's the big reveal. It is the big reveal day.
They're right over here,
So
off camera.
They will be revealed. And
Stick
then
around.
We also have super chat here from Nick saying, "Green River." Nick, have you been drinking already?
Weeded.
Green River weeded, please.
Well, it probably autocorrects. My phone does not like
Yeah.
weeder does
Yeah.
not like it.
And James Wolverton here, Blackened in honor of the new Metallica release this week. That is germane.
Topical.
That's topical and germane.
Okay.
I like that. Good thinking, James. Thank you. And thank you for the super chat. So we'll get something poured up in our glasses here so we can cheers all three of those. Let's go ahead and grab the 13th Colony.
Yes, let's.
Which this is the info.
And by let's, it's
You
you.
mean me.
Yeah. By let's, I mean, Chad, do it.
I'll go ahead and grab both.
Thanks. We'll move little Sarah out of the way. She can come back when little Chad, or small Chad,
Small Chad.
and this is little Chad.
That's little Chad.
He's so will. And reject Chad. And there's a story there.
Chad.
It's fun.
Which is not me. I'm not reject Chad.
Okay, whatever you need to tell yourself.
Well, yeah, let's just go ahead and open them both up here. So since we're doing the 64 bourbons under $100, those daily episodes and the recap episodes and all that, our, content calendar has kind of been filled, right? So we've been racking up some stuff, as you can see back here. that we want to get to. I'm just going in.
Yeah. Well, what I did is really gonna bother you, so.
Oh no.
It's fine. Don't look at it if you don't like it. Wow. Okay.
There you go.
That was really in there. Do you want to just each take one? Or what do you want to do?
We could do that.
Okay. So I have the rye.
You got the rye.
Which is 95 proof.
We got the info right here,
yeah.
Sarah.
Well, I'm just looking to see if there's anything else fun on the bottle.
Right.
It makes the glugging sound.
Glug, 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 glug,
Glug, glug, glug, glug.
Sort of a birthday bourbon-esque shaped bottle, right?
Yes. Let's see. It's a southern rye and finished with toasted French oak spirals. A 2022 SIP Award Platinum winner.
There you go.
Aged 4+ years. 96% rye, 4% malted barley. Not 95.5, 96.4.
96.4.
And then there's some notes, but I don't want to read those. I want to decide for myself.
Well, I guess we'll do the
Oh my gosh.
the rye first, then.
Okay.
Joseph Brazo with their super chat. Maybe review a Woodenville since you have about 20 of them.
We could do our own Woodenville episode.
Yeah, we could definitely do. I like this. Are you all
Jot this down, yes.
keeping notes?
Who's keeping
Content.
the minutes on this one?
Content minutes.
So for the bourbon, which you have, it is a 2022 Double Gold winner at the SIP Awards and the San Francisco World Spirits Competition. Also aged 4+ years, also 95 proof. This one, the mash bill is 70% corn, 21% rye, and 9% malted barley. Once again, there are notes. I shan't be looking at them.
She shan't do it.
Well, I feel like at this proof, I could probably go back and forth between... I don't know, this is really high rye.
All right, you want to do the bourbon first?
Yeah, let's do the bourbon
All right.
first.
They also...
Just to be fair.
They also sent a sample of their double oak, which is cask strength. It's 135.3 proof. But as you can see on this, or if you can see, it's kind of soaked. It's because that broke.
Sad. It did not survive transit.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we don't have that to try. But...
It happens occasionally.
Okay. Yeah, 4+ years, you say?
Yeah,
I mean,
4+.
I don't feel like there's any youth on the nose. 70 corn, 21 rye, 9 barley. All right.
Yeah. Pepper, maybe like a tiny hint of butterscotch. I don't know. But it's like kind of peppery forward. A little bit of wood. Just so we don't have to wash like a bazillion Glencairns at the end of this.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Sweet.
that's pretty nice.
Sweet up front. Oh, there's a tropical fruit note there in the middle. But then it goes into
sort
some
of
like...
this butterscotchy.
That's what a butterscotchy note. And then on the finish, it keeps a little bit of that butterscotch, but goes into a little bit of that pepper and some of the wood influence notes. I feel like the rye... Whoa, I don't know. I was going to say, I feel like the rye is going to be more at my alley.
Now, these didn't have prices on it, did they?
They did not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if anyone is in a Googling mood and wants to Google that...
Just give it a Google.
And make sure to add us so we'll see it, because again, we're just on the laptop right now. Brian here in the super chat saying, I was gifted a William Heavenhill 15-year and would love to get your input on it. Well, we do have one.
Love.
It is on the table for tonight, if so facto. It wasn't it's not in the picture.
If so?
Ipso.
If then.
Yeah.
Science fair.
For those reasons, super chats. We don't have, we're ill prepared, so
we're cowbell-less. You'll have to go. Well, I'm okay to move on. The rye definitely has like cherry, strong herbal tea, a little bit of mint, dark chocolate.
I like this. Perry's here from This Is My Bourbon Podcast. He's saying, can someone tell me why they're not in the normal live stream set? Doing a reorg, and it's going slowly. And I kind of want to I don't want to put everything back until
he's done.
I have it exactly the way I want it, which means building some more shelves, and that's the slow going part. So.
Oh wow! I didn't realize that was going to be until then.
Well, maybe not. I don't know.
We'll discuss.
Yeah. All right.
I like the rye.
Try this rye here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There's a significant pepper note, less cherry on the palate. It's, maybe like, not coffee grounds, but I guess like espresso, chocolate,
Honey.
pepper. Totally fair. Not one of the things that was sticking out for me. It's got some spice. It's got nice heat. I like that.
On the nose, it's almost savory.
I like it. Ooh, and it feels, it settles in there like it's higher than 95 proof, which is, I like that about ryes.
It's nice 6%.
I wouldn't call it super minty. There is that herbal quality in there, but
I dig that.
if you don't like minty ryes, I don't think that this is a particularly minty rye. Let me go back to the bourbon.
Bill here is saying he thinks he paid $42 for the Southern bourbon. Not bad.
I think I'm not in the mood right now for like the level of sweet and the tropical fruit. I think I'm more in this mood.
I think I'm reverse.
Yeah, that's fair.
Reverse.
It has like a peachy, I don't know, it reminds me of like a, and not in a bad way, it just really takes me to like a peach tropical drink.
Uh-huh.
Or like some sort of a sunrise or whatever. Not a sunrise, but like, with juices. And it's not, again, it's not fake sweet. It's just, that's just a note that's in there. It's good, but I like this better.
Okay. Well, I like them both. The 96.4, which is hard to say. I keep wanting to say 95.5, but 96.4 rye, you get there's a little bit of dill in there. You get your, sort of woodsy pine effervescent type of flavors there, but it's not real super in your face. I think that's because it's the 95 proof. Yeah, the 96 is
I think that's actually a really good proof for this because I think with the strong pepper notes, the pine or whatever, cedar, whatever you want to call it, and then the chocolate and stuff, if it was higher proof, I think it would be too overpowering. Like you would just feel so much pepper. I think that was, who am I to say? But I think that was a good call to bring it to the 95 proof.
She approves.
And which means nothing and doesn't matter to anyone. What is it? The rules made up and the points don't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's how we feel here. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Well, that was fun.
Okay.
We had one sample from them before that someone had shared with us a few years ago. So we have not checked in with this distillery before on a live, unless it was for that sample. So it's been a while. So I'm glad that we could do the official bottles.
For $42,
I don't know what this one runs.
I would probably say I would
few
assume
bucks
about
more.
the same. Probably a little bit more because of the
the
high
rye.
percentage of rye. But I don't know. Let's do it official uncorking style. We know around 40 for this one, so I think it's good enough to recommend.
Okay.
And if it's gonna be around the same for the rye,
Yes.
I do the same, not knowing the price.
I'm not recommending it. I don't know. I'm not in the mood for it right now.
You're not in the mood for it.
I'm not in the mood for it right now, so
Yeah,
I
but
feel like I can't give an unbiased answer.
For around $40, I feel like it's not going to be that
Sure.
big of a gamble.
True.
It has the flavors there. It doesn't taste young at all.
If you want to try something new that's not from one of the big guys, that's still affordable, it's a good choice.
I do hate what you did here.
I can't do anything right. And with the eye roll, who's counting the eye rolls?
Oh, that faux tax strip
hush. You're fine.
Mine is cut
fine.
with laser precision.
Oh my gosh.
All right, what do you guys want to see next? Now we go in for the votes.
Well, I saw some votes for Michters before.
Okay. And let's get the super chat from Michael here.
He says, when you mentioned building more shelves, I think I need an old-timey pie/cake glass case carousel you find in a diner to put in my special whiskey into display.
That'd be
What
nice.
say you?
Yeah.
That is funny. Yeah.
Just have it come by on the conveyor belt. This looks good.
JG voted for Malort, which is not an option.
Not an option.
Won't do it. Some Green River.
Option.
Okay, we can do some Green River. And we got Green River, Michters.
Those are all good proof-wise.
I personally want to see the William Heavenhill because I'm selfish. And then I think, what was the other one you said to do later? You said later on we could do. Maybe not. Maybe I made that up.
I don't know. Well, James has suggested the Willet or the Blackened.
The Blackened. That's right.
We have the Blackens with Wes Henderson, and we have the Blackened Cask Strength, Volume 1.
We've got several for Green River, so let's do that next. Then the Michters.
Yeah, I've been looking.
I've
been looking forward to. Well, I think the Green River. I think if it's 90 proof, like its non-wheated predecessor.
He didn't get up, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Almost though. I might would have rathered you got up to make that noise.
Yeah. Old man noises.
All right.
Green River.
Would you like to do the honors?
Yeah, I'll do it.
On this
Go
one,
through our
since you're-
stuff there.
Our stuff. It's right here. Let's see. That's just story stuff. Let's see.
Just story. Well, that would be it.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay. Well, we know what's on the bottle then. They are an Owensboro-based distillery, if you didn't know that. Now owned or recently acquired by Bardstown Bourbon Company.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Please take back your forms.
Yeah, so 90 proof, just like the rye bourbon. This is their Oated bourbon. DSB KY10, which is really historic. Pride of Bardstown.
I like
Owensboro.
the rye mash bill bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was, it didn't taste like any of the other 90 proofers out there from the big guys. So let's see about the wheat. We're actually looking for a substitute in our wild card, our $75 to $100 plus wild card bracket, because we did a substitution in the 50 to 75, but we didn't realize that we'd already slid that into the 75 to 100 plus wild card. So
yeah,
I don't know, maybe this one or the rye bourbon.
Yeah. Perhaps. What do you guys want to see? I don't know how widely it's distributed, but I think that they're going pretty.
Yeah, we could look.
Pretty
we could look
big.
into that. Huh.
Joseph wants to know if they're still doing the TerraPure thing, which, if you don't know, Green River was previously associated with
OZ
Tyler, but is no longer.
That name has gone away.
It's my understanding that Green River is not doing that. They are going in a different direction.
As far as I know, I don't know that 100%, but yes, I think they
I'm like
are
96.8% sure. Body temperature % sure.
Yeah,
that they've said we're not doing that. We're going in a different direction with this brand.
Here's something that I'm 100% sure of. The TerraPure process is not used on this Green River product nor the other one. So I can tell you that.
That's nice.
Little perfumey, lavender sort of on top of there.
Floral, like orange zest and
a little
outdoorsy.
Yeah, a little earthiness, exactly. Yeah.
Like just dabbling in a lot of different areas. Like a touch of outdoorsy. Like a little bit of like a walnut or maybe a pistachio. Oh yeah, with frosting. Mm-hmm.
They really only gave history.
Yeah, that's nice. I think it's making me hungry. I want cake.
Chad is in here as well, and I think that is this mash bill, right?
Oh,
is that what
lovely.
you were saying? Because that looks familiar to me.
Yeah, this smells like a pistachio cake cupcake with a frosting that has like a little bit of lemon zest in it. And which I'm hungry now, and I want to go to the party where those are being served.
You know what this reminds me of?
I need to make pistachio cake is what I need to do.
Yeah, because it's come up twice. You know the other time it came up?
What?
Bardstown Bourbon Company Origin wheated
That makes
100
sense.
proof bottled
That
bond.
makes a lot of sense.
I mean, it's different distilleries, different distillate, right? But I don't know. That's exactly you were saying.
Well, you know
pistachio.
When I was thinking of like nosing this, and we were talking about the floral and the citrus zest, and you said lavender, and I was thinking about that tasting also.
Exactly.
Not that I was trying to
thinking
pull
about
notes,
someone else the whole time.
It wasn't like I was like, oh, let me recycle those notes. It's just
right.
like, I was like, I feel like we've said this recently about something else.
That's exactly when we said it.
I gotta make them. I gotta figure it out. We'll figure out the recipe. Well, now I know that if I do make pistachio cupcakes, I'm gonna pair it with this or the Bardstown Bourbon Company Origin wheat bourbon.
The Bottle and Bond, yeah.
Yep. So.
Okay, first sip, it was, a little muted, I mean, it's pretty, I think we were saying delicate a lot on the BBCO wheated.
I think that there's this, I'll have to take another sip, like, back half of the palate, there's this interesting, juicy experience.
Juicy.
Like, when you bite into something, it's super juicy and, sweet.
Gusher.
It kind of gets you, I don't know, it makes your mouth water, but it gets you not quite in the sour range. No? Okay. Well, I had that experience.
Cool. I think this is on the back end earthy like the rye bourbon. Because I remember that one being like, wow, this is for a 90 proofer is super earthy. And this is, 10 points lower than Bardstown's wheater. But it's still traveling near the chest pretty well.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing this is around the same price as the other guy, which is around $40-ish.
Yeah. Which I think is great. I will say that, pistachio cake note from the nose doesn't come through on the palate. It's more of, again, this juicy tropical fruit. And I know I just said that tropical fruit on that other one. But this one, it's
it could be two
I guess
things.
more of a mango, a juicy mango.
All right.
Super.
You cannot have the mango.
Super ripe mango. And it's just in the middle there, but it's not overpowering. It's actually really nice. I like it because I think it makes it unique. And I guess, I don't know, with these wheated mash bills, I'm getting more fruit, I feel like, recently.
Mm-hmm.
More florals, more fruits.
Yeah, you would think just because the sweetness of the corn showing through, it would just all be sweetness.
Sweet and corn.
Yeah.
I mean, it is sweet.
Mm-hmm.
But towards the finish, again, I think it's a good proof for it. It's mellow, but I like that about it.
Yeah. That's a really easy
if I were
sipper.
going to pair this with again, I don't count the number of times I say pistachio cake. You wouldn't want something barrel proof because it's going to be too overpowering for something so delicate.
Mm-hmm.
You want something that's light and that can harmonize.
Yeah.
Now, if you're having chocolate lava cake, then sure, punch my face with an Elijah Craig barrel proof.
Yes.
Great. To offset the sweet overload. I don't care, whatever. But this, it would be good, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, pistachio is the new nutty, except it's Sarah's buzzword.
No, it's just a specific one. Normally we say peanut butter all the time, or walnuts, or pecans, whatever.
Yep.
There's only so many nuts
It's
out
true.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Now every time you say peanut butter, I'm gonna be like, that's all you ever say.
I'm digging it. I'm liking this. I think it's it's a lot like their rye bourbon. I thought it differentiates itself from the other 90 proofers out there, as I said, from the big guys. It's got a different flavor profile going on, and I'm liking it.
It's definitely mellow. There is a bit of pepper spice. It's almost like white pepper or something, or I don't know.
Maybe
not red pepper flakes, but something that builds up on the finish.
Maybe more grain than the rye bourbon. But it's been a minute since I've had that rye bourbon, so we'll have to do these
It'd be nice to have them
side by
side.
Yeah, at some point. Tony Bag of Donuts saying, "We got beef, and I ain't talking about Wendy's. How could you eliminate BBC Origin Bottled and Bond?" I'm not mad, just disappointed.
I agree.
Yeah,
was
that
shocked.
was such a tough. I can't even remember now what it went up against.
Bellmead Cask Strength.
Bellmead Reserve.
Yeah.
Which is
like
just a really tough one to go
if I could
up
bring
against.
one back at this point, that was eliminated,
Yeah.
I think that might be the one that I would bring back because it was such a close matchup.
Yeah,
I mean,
I agree. Thank you, Tony.
yeah, thank you. Clink. All right, I think that it's time to debut Small Chad.
Do the reveal?
But first, should we bring out Reject Chad?
Okay. Yeah.
Or should we bring out...
Now bring out Reject Chad. Send in the clowns.
Come on out. Here he is. Which, actually on camera, he doesn't look so bad.
Well, he's a little blurry.
He's a little blurry for
Put
you.
him more in the focus plane. There we go.
What do you think? His beard isn't quite right.
It's more Amish beard.
Chin strap beard.
Yeah.
And his eyes aren't right.
There's a lot not right about
And his mouth isn't right.
Reject
I don't know.
Chad.
He just doesn't look like Chad. Like, he looks like some guy, but it's not Chad. Also, his beard is a different color than his hair, which I think is funny. Anyways, thank you to Tiffany and Kevin, who sent away to get small Sarah her match. But this guy wasn't it. And they were like, no, this ain't going to cut it. So they started over. But I wanted to keep Reject Chad because I think it's funny.
Yeah.
I'm like...
Glad they just went ahead and sent him.
I know. I'm like, I want to keep Reject Chad. I like it. So I don't know what we'll use him for, but I'm into it.
Maybe we could invent some type of like Razzie Awards.
Yeah, the Reject Chad Award.
He's the statue.
He's the statue? I like it.
Maybe.
So, actual small Chad.
Yes. Ta-da!
Is here.
Yeah.
Much better.
Yeah.
Which way? There we go.
The cap is better.
Yeah.
Hoodie, everything.
He's got the hoodie.
Yeah.
He's got himself a little Glencairn.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a logo shirt on. He looks great. So,
absolutely.
Now he's here.
Boom.
So eventually, when we ever make it back to New York, we'll get Little Sarah,
Sarah.
Then we'll just have two sets.
Little Chad, Little Sarah.
Never did I think that I would have
Chad, small Sarah.
small figurines of myself. Well, I just have one, but that's fine.
It's always been my dream.
I believe it. Chad would like a collectible item of himself.
I want Kung Fu grip.
Oh, jeez.
That's what I want. Yeah.
Anyways, thank you again.
Yeah,
we're so happy
great.
to have him join the action figure family.
It's even got a little gray right there.
Oh, attention to detail, man.
Yeah, uh-huh. Either that or he just ate some powdered donuts.
I'm like, yeah, Chad's starting to get that like super villain.
Yeah, Batman villain, Ra's al Ghul. That's who I am. You won this time, Batman.
Oh my gosh. Something poking me in the eye.
It's probably that eyelash.
Maybe.
Do we go on with the other things that have been suggested?
The Michters.
The Michters? Yeah?
Well, yeah, we're halfway in.
Okay, let's do it.
What do you all think?
Michters. Here you are. The 10-year bourbon's back, baby.
Yep.
Come on. Here we go.
Get on in there.
All right. Man, I put on the long sleeve because today was sort of cooler.
Yeah,
It was a little bit
oversized.
of a cold snap, but now I'm wishing I hadn't because now I'm all worked up.
Sorry.
This is the 2023 version of Michter's 10-year single barrel. It is 94.4 proof. We have already had it, as you can see.
We couldn't resist.
Nope.
Sometimes we just have to know.
This did not come out last year. They only put out the 10-year rye. The bourbon was absent.
Which was also good.
Yeah, it was. And now the bourbon is back, baby.
Ooh. What's wrong with you? It's not like you were huffing that.
I was.
Pretty sure. I think that's dangerous. This actually has a lot more like dark oak sugars and
Then you would
tobacco.
think for the proof.
But I mean, but for the 10
10
year,
years, yeah.
But for the proof, I would expect for it to be, you know, again, watered down more, like diluted.
But you know,
it's not.
I'm thinking like you don't get this on like Henry McKenna, which is also a 10-year and 100 proof, a little higher. I feel like you don't get this amount of oak.
But I still get that like toasted marshmallowy French vanilla.
Yeah, you get
goodness,
the Michter's.
which that's just like a Michter's signature. I feel like I love that smell. Sometimes like when I drink their whiskey, it reminds me of s'mores. I actually tried to make whiskey marshmallows out of with using Michter's, and they were pretty good.
Not the 10-year. She wasn't.
No, not
using
the 10-year, just
wasn't
regular
using the
Michter's. I'm
10-year.
not insane. They were pretty good, but they were really difficult to make. It was not user friendly.
Yeah.
It was not pretty either.
So here we go.
Wow. That's very oaky.
But it's the right amount. I mean, don't get me wrong. It could go oakier, and I would be just
It could
fine.
go oakier. It could not go oakier for me.
Oh, man.
I'm going to need a second
You're at
sip.
your threshold of
yes,
oakiness?
for sure. I'm at the peak. Which is wild that it's like at 10 years and again at this proof.
And there's that marshmallow.
It is. It's like a French vanilla marshmallow.
Totally. The whip, on top of a drink. I don't know what drinks that I don't drink, but that fluff at the top.
Yeah, fluff. Marshmallow fluff.
Marshmallow fluff. Whew. Yeah, there's some dessert combo out there. Maybe it's just something simple as a s'more. It would go really well with this.
I think so, because I think where this has the oak, but the flavors remind me of that, and then you have something that's that sweet,
Mm-hmm.
You got the sweet graham cracker with the sweet marshmallow and the sweet chocolate. I feel like would be, I love pairing, Michter's with like a s'mores type of thing.
Yeah.
Shuffling through his papers, looking. Okay, second sip, I'm acclimated to the oak now. It is right. It is right for me.
Oh, yeah.
But at first I was like, whoa.
Well, if this were higher proof, this would be over your threshold, I feel like.
Probably. We've also been drinking, the past few things have been not near this age statement and also not near that oak level.
That's right, yeah.
This is my first heavy oak thing for the evening. And it was a lot at first.
Oh, man,
Chad's in love.
I love this. Yes.
Which, I feel like, I mean, I'm not saying it's easy to get these. It's not. No. But if you happen to be in the area and you're at the gift shop on the right day at the right time, like, they have been found in there. There's no, like, schedule that I know of, but...
Yeah. I think retail is still around 160.
160? I thought they were 100.
140-ish.
Am I just thinking of, like, 6 years ago?
Now I can't remember.
It's like whenever you get older and you think like soda still costs $1 for a can or whatever. Like, that's not true anymore. Yeah. But in my mind, if I go to a vending machine, I'm like, it's more than $1.
Uh-huh.
Just because like when I was a child and going to vending machines, that's what it was.
Yeah. I'm looking it up.
Okay, look it up.
2023. $185. Yeah. Suggested retail price of $185. So, you are putting down some money, but if you've got it to put down, you're not going to be disappointed because
I feel like it used to be closer to 100. I mean, that might be true, but
maybe
it's good quality stuff. It's good quality
maybe.
Stuff. That's probably what I'm thinking of, like 2017.
And I think it was 120, maybe. I don't know.
It gets,
what is time?
At that price point, it gets
besides a flat circle.
Right, it's a flat circle. It gets a little tough to recommend things over $150. Like, it depends on what you want it for. If you're celebrating something, I think this is a great bottle for that. If you just love Michter's again and you have the money and you're willing to spend it, I think this is great for that as well.
Yeah.
But they also make a lot of other really good products that maybe aren't quite as expensive.
The US one.
But
series.
I support it. I mean, I think, again, like you said, if you do put the money down, this is one that I don't feel will disappoint you. No. Unless you don't like oak. If you don't like oak...
Sure, oak, leather, a little bit of tobacco. I mean...
This might be...
Maybe a Henry McKenna 10 years more.
Is more your speed.
More your speed, yeah.
And it's going to probably cost you less, even if it's like double or triple.
Still cost you $185.
Not for a McKenna 10.
It depends on what shop you walk into.
Well, I guess, but any
Retail's
reasonable place, 60.
Yeah.
Even if they double it, it's still less, But
That's true.
I'm not trying to discount this.
Speaking
I'm happy with it.
of Heavenhill, Grant says, okay, wait till you try the William Heavenhill 15. We have, and you're fine on that oak.
So it just depends.
Yeah.
Different distilleries, different, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like this really soaked in those oak notes at 10 years old. But I could drink something that's 16 years old from a different distillery, like the Old Fitzgerald.
You also got to look at Rick position.
Sure, where was it and for how long?
Yeah.
With Heavenhill, I feel like I can go a bit older on stuff before I feel like I hit that oak threshold. For me, I don't particularly like Elijah Craig 18 because I think at the proof, like I just don't love that amount of oak, and I also don't love the proof, but it's not like I wish that product was higher proof because I think I really wouldn't like the oak then.
Right. Yeah,
So,
you were wishy-washy, or dare I say, you didn't even like the Knob Creek 18-year 100 proof.
I wouldn't say I didn't like it. It was just I could recognize like that's too much oak for me. I like a good Knob Creek. Back when they did, picks that were 15, 16 years old. Perfect for me.
I am sensing a new game show where contestants have to find Sarah's oak threshold. Like the idea, it's sort of like bocce ball.
I'm the judge?
Yeah. It's
Sweet.
like bocce
I love
ball.
it.
You wanted, if I'm remembering how bocce ball works, you wanted to get it as close to the edge as possible.
The price is right.
Yeah.
The oak is right.
Or it's the yodeler. You want, you don't want them to fall off. You want it. You want the maximum amount of oak, like, I don't know, William Heavenhill 15 year.
Tipping.
And it'd be like, oh, is he gonna over oak?
No.
Like,
This is approaching.
No, this is good. And that's how you would win. Ooh.
Chad's like, the limit does not exist.
The limit. The limit.
You like that reference? He liked it.
Wait, let's see if they get it. If you get that reference,
They get it.
we'll see. Put it in the comments.
This is like approaching the limit for me, but it's not quite there. I still enjoy it. Anyways, it doesn't matter. That's just my 2 cents. I feel like I'm talking a lot.
The limit does
You
not
talk some more.
exist.
Also, it's just sinking in. It's feeling very good, which is weird because we've had like low proof stuff this evening. Right? Lowish?
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Why am I feeling...
We haven't gone over
I can't
100.
feel my cheeks.
We haven't gone over 100.
Well,
That's
my
because we
tolerance-
missed last week.
Maybe my tolerance has been lowered.
Yeah, and we love the Parker's Heritage Double Barrel.
I do love their double barrel.
Yeah.
But again, with Heavenhill, I feel like I can do more oak. Maybe their distillate just, I don't know, whatever they do, I can do older stuff. But
Yeah.
like Knob Creek, again, like it's about 15, 16 years. I can do the 18, but it's a little too much for me. I don't know.
Yeah, true.
So.
We gotta... Okay, there you go, Joey Tony. Mean Girls. You were the first one to say
Yay.
it. Gary was next.
You win the prize of being right.
But you also sent us a super chat, Joey Tony. Thank you for that. He said, I've had a long weekend. I had a long weekend last night, and your Bullet Mr. High Rye is packing quite a punch at only 104 proof.
Thank you.
Just what I needed. A little hair of the dog. Can't wait to see who's next week's... Oh, can't wait to see who's next week's co-host is.
Yeah.
There you go.
I will
Thank
be
you.
sad to not be with you all, but I'll probably be getting
are
home
required.
around the time that the stream is starting. So you don't want that.
And then Big Vic's Backyard BS says, cheers, you beautiful couple. Well,
Stop.
thank you. Go check out
No,
Big Vic,
stop.
everybody. Yeah. Nice. So now we're going to open it back up to, let us know. We got
one vote for the Blackened that I saw.
True, yeah. We've also got another finished thing in the Chattanooga whiskey. It is a Cabernet finished.
I saw one person say they wanted that. We know that they want to see the William Heavenhill, and you have
Right.
my votes, which counts for like 5.
Oh, okay. Let's see
I
what
don't know what else.
let's see what people are saying. Nothing right now because of the well, no, actually, Horse Soldier, still Austin, Horse Soldier.
We had Michael voted for Horse Soldier as well earlier.
We got a Larceny, got a
Gosh,
Blackened.
I can't believe I can't read that.
3 Chord, Horse Soldier.
That's sad. I can't read that.
We're getting a lot of Horse Soldier.
All right, let's do it.
So maybe we should do Horse Soldier.
I feel like we should. I feel like we should do Horse Soldier. That's what they want to see. This is 121.5 proof from Ian Clark.
Well, we have 2 Horse Soldiers.
This is what it says. Oh, we have 2 Horse Soldiers. I just picked up the one that says Horse Soldier that's in front of me.
There's 2, Sarah.
Well, you take one and I'll take one, and that's what we'll do.
We can do that.
But then I won't have a clean glass for the William Heavenhill. Sad.
Oh, no.
It'll be fine.
This one is signed, and what do you call it when something's to you?
Addressed?
Addressed to us.
Very good.
But this is, care of Ian.
Oh, so it's not this one.
Well, both of these came from Ian.
Great.
But this is from the Horse Soldier guys.
Ooh, I'm gonna fold
It's
this.
actually, it's very, very nice. It's a congrats for 100K right there. Yeah, very awesome.
That is just so thoughtful.
Yeah.
How sweet.
And the signature right there.
No,
So
I didn't get you anything.
that's very cool.
Very cool.
So this is...
We love to see it.
This is their barrel strength bourbon whiskey, 121.5 uncut, and then this is Horse Soldier Reserve, 121.5.
Yes.
Yeah, let's just do both.
Yes, both. Are we sure they're not the same thing?
Well, this one's Reserve, and this one is barrel strength,
But I
uncut.
thought it's also the Reserve.
Oh, it is also the Reserve.
So we'll just do that.
Maybe we should read the letter again, because it's been a minute since I've read the letter.
Let's see.
Boom. Popping bottles here on live.
It's just notes. And he was saying that he got it signed at the New Hampshire Liquor and Wine Outlets in Pine State Beverage, where he was able to get a bottle and get it signed.
Awesome.
Which is very kind.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, I think that these are the same thing.
Well, they're different proofs, so I don't see how they could be.
No, they're 121.5.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, I opened this one. So
Great. Then that's what we'll do.
We don't read directions well.
Ian and Leslie. Not just Ian.
Not just Ian, sorry.
Oh, we're just going to share. I'll save this glass.
Oh, okay. All right, then.
Why not? I'm feeling pretty good already. I don't think I need much more.
Okay.
I can't get too saucy, though. Gotta save myself for next
Fruity.
weekend.
Gotta save yourself for next weekend. Jeez.
I got a lot of 64 under $100 bourbon tastings to do between now and then.
That's right.
I gotta work.
Yeah, we're about ready to
My
get...
liver's gonna flex.
We're going to enter our $75 to $100 plus wild card. And for those wondering what that is, wild card. So there's not a whole lot of readily available, 75 to 100, what?
Oh, no. Ian said no. It was meant to keep the signed one closed.
Oh. Ha! That's okay.
No.
We still have it signed. We still have it. It's still signed.
You blew it.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's still signed. We will still keep it. And it'll still be...
Okay.
Look.
It's not helping.
Just
no.
shrink wrap that back. It's
We should have just gone
fine.
with the... Okay.
Well, we don't understand things sometimes.
That's why you don't give two people who've been drinking.
That's right.
Oh, no. Okay.
Well, very sweet for the gesture of keeping it signed, and now it makes sense. Wow, you
That
included
makes sense
the same
now,
thing,
which I'm sure you probably already told us.
Yeah, but we will still keep it.
The show must go on.
Yeah, that's true. About the 75 to 100 plus wild cards. So there's not a whole lot of readily available bourbons that are priced 75 to 100. So if you guys remember, you were asked a while ago to vote on what ones should be included. And, there were some that got 40 votes for this one or 30 votes for this one. And we were looking at those numbers where normally other things got over 1,000 votes for things. So after we sort of did 1 through 6, the first through the 6th the most voted upon, and then the other ones really fell off as far as the number of votes. Mm-hmm. We looked at other categories that were voted upon more that we had already did the number one most voted through the 16th most voted, and there was the 17th and 18th and 19th and 20th had more votes than some of those back half of the 75 to 100, if this is making sense.
Kind of.
So what we decided to do, instead of just put in one that only got 30 votes, we would put in one that got hundreds of votes that was from a different price category. And that's how we populated the back half of the 75 to 100. That's why we call it plus wildcards, if that makes sense. That's way too long to include in one of those 1 minute long videos.
It was a lot.
So that's why I wanted to sort of to say it here.
I was thinking, where did it go? But then we're sharing. I gave it back to you. It's working. We broke the rules. I'm sad.
It's okay. It's okay. It's meant to be drank.
It's true.
And we will enjoy it.
It's true.
And we're always going to keep the bottle. So.
It's true.
Yeah. That is tasty.
Yeah, I can't remember where they...
Yeah, that's setting in nicely here
it's
in the
nice.
chest. at 121.5. Got a lot of black pepper on there.
Has a nice mouthfeel.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, you know, when you have like a Werther's Original, and I'm not saying it tastes just like that, but when it's dissolving in your mouth and you know, that coating, it's nice. I like it. It makes me do that. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's
and I like
pretty
that.
good mouthfeel,
It's kind of rich in that way.
Yeah, it's got a nice combo of the barrel plus like these brighter, fruitier elements. Like there's some lemon underneath there for sure.
And that like melty brown sugar.
Yep.
I don't want to call it butterscotch because I feel like when you say butterscotch, people expect it to taste like exactly butterscotch.
No, it's just one of the myriad of flavors. Right?
I like butterscotch. Now I'm hungry again.
If you want another
Sure.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you guys.
Yeah, what a treat. That's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
I could keep working on some of that. It's like tasty in an addictive way. It's almost like pieces of candy where I like want to go back
piece of candy.
for another one. Ooh, piece of candy. A piece of candy.
Look.
Yeah, it's
We poured so little out. I'll put a little bit of plastic there. Heat gun it. Boom. Never even know.
well.
Except it's live on the internet.
Except it's live on the internet. And the only reason to keep it sealed would be, you know, to open it for a special occasion or like.
Well-
the only benefit to us for keeping it sealed would be if we were ever
Yeah.
going to, one, again, keep it just to have sentimental value, but also for anybody to keep one sealed would be potentially trading or reselling, which we're not going to do. For a lot of reasons, but the main one being that it's
Yeah.
addressed to us on the side for a very special occasion.
Yeah.
So it doesn't need to be
Yeah.
sealed, I suppose.
Absolutely. But very cool.
Dang, after
It was
tasting
for
that
a-
sample bottle, though, I probably would have popped this open anyways. It's pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. Try and stop us.
Yeah.
And it was 400,000, and we've reached that. So
We did it.
It's part of our like extended celebration. So
As long as I can keep calling it for the celebration, I'm just going to keep celebrating because it means I get to drink yummy stuff.
true. So you got one clean, Glenn, right?
I do.
All right, good.
Shall we do the finale?
You want to do the William Heavenhill?
I do.
I mean, there's so many other things that we can open.
No. I mean, if you guys want us to do something else, we can.
Yeah, we didn't get to the Blackened for Metallica.
Sorry. What?
But
That was so good. I feel like we got to follow it with something that's going to beat it. Is it working? You believing me? I'm serious.
yeah. So we actually used this in the Bourbon Bowl. That was
Yes.
actually its debut. We haven't done a review
The
of it.
Bourbon Bowl. We just happened to find this. If you saw our Bardstown hunting video,
Yeah.
happened to walk into Heavenhill at the right time, saw it behind the counter, picked it up. Some people think that that was staged. I wish that we had.
Wish we had that poll.
I mean, I don't actually wish that we had that poll, but wouldn't it be nice?
Hey, Heavenhill, it's Chad and Sarah.
It's me, and I'm in your gift shop, and I need something right now.
We're gonna be coming down there. Why don't you go ahead and put out some of them Heavenhills?
Yeah.
We'll be down there. We're gonna act like, we just rolled up on it.
It's not how it works.
Got a bottle, okay? All right, thanks. Love you. Bye.
They'd be like, who?
Stop calling us.
Yeah. No, it was just the luck of the day. At that point, I regretted buying. Well, no, it's not that we haven't put the other things that we bought that day to good use. It was just at that point, I'm like watching the money go up, and I'm like, oh no. But I mean, I'm not gonna see one of these and not get it.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Not saying that I would hoard them. I'm just saying, walking to Heavenhill, it's there. It's fate. We're gonna get it.
Yeah, it's happened to us before with William Heavenhill.
It has. It's pretty good stuff. So, if you come to Kentucky and you're on tours in Bardstown, don't think that you have to be at Heavenhill first thing in the morning and wait in line. Like, go whenever you go, and they may or may not have something. They put it out at different times. Nobody really knows. Days, times.
To prevent people from lining up in the morning.
Sure.
Really.
And any theft and all that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
It's smart, confuse them, right? With chaos.
That's right. Yeah.
I know a lot of people will never get the chance to get this because it is so hard to come by.
Go upstairs to their bar and you can have a pour.
You can have a pour
Yeah.
at the bar upstairs.
Also, probably at the Evan Williams bar, right? Up there on the third
yes,
floor.
if you're in Louisville at the Evan Williams Bourbon Experience, their third floor bar. it should be on the bar there as well.
Mm-hmm. But again, it's 15 years. It's 109 proof. I think it's been a good amount of time up on the top floor. Let me see. Ninth edition of William Heavenhill is comprised of only 34 barrels pulled from the 4th floor of Rickhouse LL at Shinley. These barrels were allowed to age for an impressive 15 years before they're selected for the limited edition offering. The barrel proof has been cut to 109 proof for a rich, well-balanced bourbon.
Wait, what?
Do-do-do-do.
The proof has been cut too.
Yes.
Yeah.
The barrel proof. Yeah.
How can the barrel proof have been cut?
Well, before they cut it, it was barrel proof.
It was barrel proof. But I thought you were saying, never mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
So yeah, fourth floor.
Fourth floor.
Fourth floor. Like our 134.4 purple from 2019 was all 12 years on the top floor.
That bottle
So that's
might
how
be
it
my soulmate.
Became 134.4.
Sorry, Chad.
It's all right.
The purple bottle.
I figured.
William Heavenhill is pretty much it.
You know, it's gone, but the Michter's very similar oak level on the nose. 15, 10.
I don't know that.
109.
Maybe.
94 point.
Uh,
Oh, but this has more caramel and honey sort of in it. Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby.
I feel like I should give you all some time alone. It's making me sleepy. It makes me want to curl up.
Huh. Yeah, when you picked this one from the bourbon ball, it's like...
Yeah, I got you
That was
there.
your number one pick.
I got you there. It was my number one pick. And it was great.
And it won,
its
the
category.
round for you.
Yeah. Well, at least it would not be fun to keep watching the Bourbon Bowl if it was like Chad 5, Sarah 1.
I would have a great time.
I'm sure you would.
I'd be like, yeah, that's cool. It's
Hey,
cool.
Sarah, you want to do the Bourbon Bowl again? You ready for your annual beatdown?
Boom.
No. I don't want to play anymore. I would be like, let's stop. What's the point?
If you win next year, we're all tied up.
Right. Now it's at least an interesting game. Sheesh.
Excuse me, I have to stand up, so you have to drink.
Okay. Oh, don't mind if I do. Shoot. At some point, you're like, when bourbon costs as little as, I don't know, like $7, $8 a bottle. I don't know what bourbon that is anymore. Less than 10, we'll call it. Up to, hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. You're like, can there really be that much variance? Is it worth it? Can it possibly be that different? But then you have a bottle like this sometimes, or...
Some bottles are worth it, other bottles
And
aren't.
you're like, I get it. Like, I
see where you're coming from.
I see the added value.
Yeah.
I understand, I'm following, and I agree that it's worth it. Even if you're like, I'm not paying that much for anything that I consume.
Mm-hmm.
Fair point. I could see, it tracks. But then there's some things I'm like, it's $500, and why? This one I'm like, I get it.
Yeah, and sometimes they get to that price because it was finished in this barrel, and then it was finished in that barrel, and then it was finished in that barrel.
And we had to pay for all 3 of those barrels.
And then it finished in that barrel.
Plus the original stuff, plus all the taxes.
And at that point, it's a whiskey, which is fine. We love whiskey. But sometimes just a tried and true by-the-book bourbon can really impress you and amaze you and just be like, sometimes the classic is a classic for a reason. And that's sort of this bourbon.
Love you, mean it.
Best of the year contender right here.
For
which
sure.
will piss people off.
Actually, I don't know if it can go in this year. Technically, they released it to a small...
Oh, yeah, you're right.
They released it to a
You're
small
right.
group in the fall of last year.
I don't think... Yeah, so that means we
It's-
have yet to experience 2023's William Heavenhill.
This cannot technically go into this year's special.
should have gone in, and it would have pissed people off.
Actually, that's a good fight. Well, I don't think people want to see them. Maybe we'll do it on a live. Y'all are so understanding. It might be, since this technically came out in the fall of last year, but we weren't able to get a chance to get one until January, it would be fun to know against, like, maybe our top 2, how this would have ranked.
Or top 3, so
Top
we can make a 4.
2, top 3, whatever, and do a flight. That could be fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you guys want to see that? Or I
would.
Well, I know you would. That's us drinking 4 great pours. Who wouldn't want to see that? It would just be nice to know if we had gotten this on time or within the calendar year that it was released. Would it have changed things? I don't know. Maybe
It definitely would.
I don't really
definitely
care.
would have changed the top 10.
Sure.
I can say that with some confidence.
I think so. I do feel like some people are like, I really don't care which order you rank these 4 absolutely impossible to find whiskeys. Don't care.
Yeah. You go on with your bougie flight fight.
Like, Kooky Cats wants to know, is it better than the Parkers? I'd like to find out.
Well,
That was
that's
our
tough
number
'cause
1.
Parker's
Spoilers.
higher proof, right? Yeah, that was higher proof. Yeah, it was like 132 or something.
Up there, yeah.
So that always makes it tough when you're A/B testing. Sometimes it's 109 versus 132.
But that's why I think it would be nice to do it on a live, though, too.
I feel like this has less oak than the Parkers.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So, sort of thinking maybe you might.
Like it better?
Mm-hmm. And
I
I
don't know.
might too. I don't know.
Proof-wise, I think 109 is a nice proof. Like, I'm still getting all of that richness and flavor and mouthfeel and everything, but it's not, burning. Not that the Parkers did, but it could be enticing to drink maybe a little bit more easy. I don't know.
Right.
Not that the Parkers didn't drink easy. I loved
It really
loved that.
did
I put
for
it number
its
1.
proof.
I loved
Yeah.
it. Okay, well, some people are saying, sure, do it. Tony Bag of Donuts wants to see a flight of just William Heavenhills. Wouldn't that be fun?
Do we have enough? This, the purple, we've got the bottled and bond,
We have a
and
blue
then the
and a red one.
the green one,
This is a green one. We have a blue one, a red one, and a...
purple, orange, blue, and green.
And we had
Yeah.
a maroon one.
No, the maroon one is not,
It's not
opened.
Oh, okay. So we have 4 open.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
That was my very first ever splurge on bourbon. The maroon one. 11-year BIB from 2015. I can't. It's sentimental. I can't. Yet.
okay.
I can't yet.
Eventually. I'll get it.
She'll get that bottle.
I'm going to work on it.
So I want to end here, because of Metallica's album, with one of these Blackened.
Okay. Well, that's unfair to it.
It is, but we'll try to get this out of our mind.
It's not going to happen.
You all tell us. We got the Blackened West Henderson, which is 116.2 proof. And we have the Blackened Cask Strength, Volume 1.
Cast strength.
Which is cask strength, but...
It's the only one that's going to have a chance.
No, this is also cask strength.
Oh, I didn't know.
116.1.
Well, I'm
2.
wrong.
I'm... looking for a proof here. Not telling me a proof.
It's okay. Pick one.
I would say it probably had the best chance in the West Henderson, right, guys?
Great, let's do it. Well,
Yeah.
that's what Tony Bag of Donuts said. And what he said is ghost, so let's do it.
Tony says goes. All right, let's do it then. Set that there. Drink that later.
Okay, that's all you. Or we could technically each do one.
That's true.
All that for nothing.
Is
We're
that-
each going to do one. It's clean-ish.
Ish.
It's clean now.
All right, so Sarah will have the Volume 1 cask strength. I
Is that enough?
the little cork and everything. That's awesome.
Okay.
And
Oh, it's just a little baby.
I always hear Linda Belcher saying,
Oh, just a little baby.
"Oh, look at the little bottle,
babies.
little baby, little King Trash Mouth."
Oh my god.
And this is
why we normally end the stream right about now. Because Chad does his impressions of cartoon characters and spills everywhere.
yeah, in that order.
You did more on yours.
Get in there. All right, Blackened X. I don't know if you say it X Wes Henderson or times Wes Henderson.
Cross. It's like
Cross.
cross collaboration with.
Wes Henderson. Well, I can tell this is higher proof just by the color. So
Okay.
let's do this one first. Volume 1, which I feel like
Oh, my
I've had
nose is
cask
starting.
strength out before.
Allergies are starting to really.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no bueno.
I can't get anything particular at this point. Soft. Vanillas, caramels, you know, the normal. Mm-hmm. Nothing specifically interesting jumping out. Mm-hmm. It's nice. A little floral.
So these are, you know, to remind you all, it's finished in port wine casks.
What's the price? We don't know.
I know the West Henderson is over 100. It's usually around 130.
You know, information that would be helpful to share.
You know us, we don't like to over-prepare.
I don't. Prepare. But it's true. I really don't. Like, I know some people are like, you should probably research these things more. But I'm like, if I do that, then I get things in my mind ahead of time. I don't want to get things in my mind ahead of time. I just want to react.
We like to be as information blind as we can.
Is it a convenient excuse? Maybe.
My Daily Bourbon says, need to compare white port versus white port. Put it against that midwinters. Oh, yeah.
Watson.
We got to throw that out there in the universe so it catches on. Watson.
Oh, I like the nose on this Wes Henderson collab better.
And super chat from Kevin here says, love Chad's impressions. Thank you.
Wait, do you love regular Chad? Reject Chad? Or small Chad?
Well, I feel like reject Chad's impressions would be rejected.
When you do an impression I don't like, I'm just going to pull reject Chad up.
Oh, it's the Razzie. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't get to taste it.
I thought you said you liked. Oh, you just nosed.
I smelled it.
Well, I haven't nosed it.
Okay, go ahead.
I would agree with that.
150 to 189.
Smells heartier. Oh, that's more expensive than I was thinking. Cask strength, I feel like, because their normal offering is around 50.
Oh, I get the Pinot, or the wine. Port wine, sorry. Mm-hmm. More on that one. Ooh, I liked it until the finish.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, whoa, okay. Licorice.
Yep, for me it's cough medicine.
Oh, straight up Robitussin.
Yeah.
Right there in the end.
Just on the... That's what I don't like about port finishes, though, is that sometimes it goes cough medicine-y. I liked it up until the finish, and, like, on the finish... I really hate to say this, because I feel like there's a lot of nice things to say about this whiskey, but on the finish, all I'm getting right now is,
black
like,
licorice.
I just took one of a spoonful or whatever, capful of cough medicine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little black licorice.
Damn.
Now, if you...
Because I like the way the texture.
If you like black licorice, then you're going to like this, because, I mean, that's it's sort of a... cherry, what's the flavor? Black cherry.
Now is when I don't like it. Good, up until that point.
Yeah, there's a black cherry
on
note
the finish.
on the end.
Can't do it. I can't do it.
So, take that with a grain of salt. Two people who don't like black licorice, that's what's killing it. It
or
really
like
is
that
just
cherry.
It really is just the finish, because it does have a great mouthfeel.
It has a great
mouthfeel. The palate's
mouthfeel.
really good.
It is.
Love the color. The nose is great.
I was literally about to give it so many compliments until it got to that part of the finish, and then I'm like, oh no, that ruined for me personally.
Second sip, I'm more acclimated to it. I'm just more acclimated to it, so it doesn't hit as hard coming off of. I mean, my God, we just came off of William Heavenhill 15 years.
That's true. It might be at an unfair disadvantage. All disadvantages are unfair.
Well, it's true. We'll have to fresh palate taste this sometime.
Sure.
But
let's save it then. But yeah, what a bummer, because I really thought quality-wise up until that point, and it's just a personal preference. But
true.
This one's nice. I don't know the price point on it.
Mad Dog 2020 Black Cherry finish? Can't confirm nor deny that, Chad. It's been a minute.
Well, this is tough, because after having this one's not quite as...
Well, sure. As happens.
I like the texture better, and the finish is hot on this volume 1. I don't know the price, though.
But
if you said it's $45, I'd be like...
No, that's like their cask strength stuff. So I think around 90.
Oh.
But it doesn't have that black licorice finish, so I do like that about it.
This is finished in black brandy casks. Yes. I think you get a little bit of that. Again, very unfair disadvantage. We've had a lot of amazing stuff
Yeah, true.
this evening, so.
True.
But we'll have to revisit them.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, for sure.
all for naught.
So we got through, like, I want to say 5 or 6.
Enough to give me some heartburn.
21 back here, but definitely look forward to a 4-gate episode where we do samples of 4 new releases from 4-gate.
4 times 4 is 16 gate.
16-gate.
4 to the second power.
And then times that by 2.
That's a lot. It's math I can't do.
Yeah, it's crazy. So we got that coming.
A special mystery co-host on next week's Sunday Live.
Yes.
Is that how we're marketing it to make you more interested, or is that just because Chad doesn't know yet? You decide.
Maybe a little bit of both. Column A and column B.
I'll be here in little Sarah spirit, keeping an eye on everybody, making sure that...
And if you watch your eyes close enough, they may just roll.
They will. They might roll. All right.
Last minute super chat from... Oh, no. There we go. From Tiffany. Just FYI, Scott Pigsley wanted to reject Chad. Well...
He can be adopted.
Maybe.
Anything for a friend for a fee. No, I'm just kidding.
Or a thank you.
He could be... we could put him up for adoption. That's fine. We'll see. We want to give him to a good home.
For the cost of a cup of coffee, you can bring in your own reject Chad.
You can have your own reject Chad.
Yeah.
We'll see. Okay, we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, everybody, we will find the right button.
And I won't see you next week, but Chad will.
Yeah, I will see you. A mystery guest will see you as well. And until next time, drink more bourbon.
Bye.